Hello, my Star Atlas family. It's me, the MetaVerse Explorer. Join me again this week as we talk about Star Atlas and all of the things we've missed, just a tiny little bit that you might not have realized have come out in Star Atlas, or that just also my job, just to keep everyone updated in Star Atlas. I feel like that is, my job, my role here. So first off, Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope it was a really good Christmas for you, and I hope New Year's is even better. My partner and I are going into the city. We're going to dance all night because we're getting old, and this is one of the only years where we probably will be able to go. So we're going to go have fun, and I hope you have a very good New Year's as well. Let's start off Star Atlas, my friends. Let's talk about the economic report that has actually just been released, which is pretty good. Every quarter we do get an economic report, or state of the economy, as you would call it. Sometimes it gives really good insight. Sometimes it's like it foreshadows things that might be changing. But let's have a read. I tried to highlight it, but unfortunately it didn't work. Let's have a read of both the executive summary as well as the conclusion, and just a little bit of the body, and just go through and pick what we think is important. So let's go here. Star Atlas updates in the Sage ecosystem created new environment for economic participation and diversification, marked by steady Atlas token emissions and changes in the census groups. Local markets infrastructure contracts boosted player engagement. I think that's really true. That it definitely is. I see that myself because I'm engaging more in the game. I'm always checking out the local markets. Is there something I can buy or sell, or should I sell this now, or do I spend fuel to go and take it to the market, to the general marketplace? All this sort of stuff. It's more engagement. It's turning into a game. Offering new ways to earn and spend Atlas. Exactly what I'm saying. Rising token prices reshaped economic behaviors, reducing Atlas sync rates and altering player strategies across the faction. Now, something really interesting here is that the GDP surged this quarter. It was a lot higher because of token prices and increased user participation. GDP, the gross domestic product, which is how a lot of people measure growth, especially in economies, saw a dramatic rise, highlighting growing productivity and economic value per participant. When compared to global benchmarks, Star Atlas GDP outperformed several countries like Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, closely aligned with nations like Costa Rica, Maldives, emphasizing economic stature. So really good. Anyway, there's a lot of extra stuff, but let's look at the key highlights. That's what we really want, right? Let's zoom in so you can join with me. So the Star Atlas census wealth expanded by 52%. Holy crap, that is a huge amount of wealth to have expanded in one quarter, right? With currency holding groups especially experiencing the most significant growth. You know what that means? That means if you are holding Polis or Atlas, you did especially well, right? Because your ships didn't necessarily increase in value because they're kind of set in USD terms. But the token Atlas and Polis actually went up in price, as well as everything else that went up in price, as everything in token-wise went up in price. GDP grew 84%, that's a huge amount. GDP per capita grew by 59%. Mud faction saw the highest growth per faction GDP metrics. In 2024, Star Atlas annualized GDP equated to $21 million, GDP per capita of 17K, ranking higher than many Central and South American countries' GDP per capita. Golden ticket resources producers saw increase in liquidity across their respective resource markets. You know why? Because people are now using the gold. People are now crafting the golden tickets, as well as going to get Atlas with them, right? Or they're going to get resources. It's a nice little sync. Local, not resources, they're going to get ships. Local markets redistributed galactic marketplace liquidity across Galea, with Uster MRZ28 being shout out, emerged as the most liquid market as of the snapshot date. So MRZ28, whoever, if you're in Uster and you're in MRZ28, well done. You are part of the second most liquid marketplace, not the general marketplace, of course, but you guys are the buzzing economic center of the local marketplaces. How's that feel, you guys? I hope it feels good. Take a round. It's okay. Now, the launch of the Star Atlas Economic Dashboard provides in-game analysis and updates daily. We've seen that. We covered that last time. So let's go ahead and read some of the body of this. Nothing really stood out to me apart from some of the, let's go and see, Golden Ticket Marketplace. You can see it is still chugging along very fine. There is a huge uptick in mud specifically in the crafting, but I think there's a few mud whales, and most of the whales are in mud, if I do say so myself, if I have it right. You guys know who you are anyway. So yeah, there's of course going to be more crafted in mud. And then you can see local market golden ticket ingredients trade activity by faction. So you can see MIZ7 is a huge golden ticket trading hub. So if you're wanting to get into the golden ticket trading, MRZ7 is the place to go. That's in Mud, and if you're in Oni, it's MRZ20, and then if you are in Usta, it's MRZ22. So you see, even if you're looking for specific items, there are places to go and trade them, okay? Because that's where a lot of the activity is, and that's good for you, right? Now, there's a whole bunch of extra stuff, but I want to shout out the top 5 local markets by liquidity. MRZ28 had by far the biggest, nearly twice as much as the second. That's 1,329,000 Atlas, for God's sake, in volume. I don't know how much that is in USD terms, but I think that's significant. Double the amount of the next one. And then we have Mud, and then Oni, because Oni, there's not a lot of players in Oni, I gotta say. It is the least, I think, played faction. I think there's least players in there. So of course the activity is going to be a lot lower. But I think people are also in Usta and Mud because the allocation of the resources are a bit more favorable for you. So yeah, if you want to play the local markets game, this is the place to be. This is the place to be. Now let's move on. Let's have a look at the price of assets and the volume of assets after the local marketplace came. And then you can see there has been a giant price difference. You know, some of these resources are being repriced because all of a sudden you can buy from someone on the spot who is mining that right then and there. That means you take away their price of having to ship it to the main marketplace and then sell it there. They lose money. So in this case, you get to buy it right away. And I also get to sell it to you right away. So you can see here, fuel has had a massive price difference, nearly 50%, right? I hope that's, 50 basis points. I'm not sure. It doesn't say what percentage that is. Oh, it's a percentage difference. 50% in fuel, my God. And look at here, titanium ore has actually gone down significantly, because titanium ore actually is pretty expensive. It's really far out. It's really hard to mine. So to mine it is one thing, and then to haul it all the way back, because it weighs a little bit more, I think, as well, if I have it right. And so it takes money. It takes more effort. But someone can just go and buy it on the spot there, and then they can send it to wherever they want. So that actually reduces the cost of the titanium itself. Look at that. Nearly a 50% price decrease in titanium. That's really good. That's what we want. Local markets are going to kind of stabilize the market across the entire metaverse, across the entire Galea. So even if you can think you can find it here for a little bit cheaper, maybe a little bit cheaper, but it won't be so much more expensive on one side because someone is going to buy it and sell it one point or another. Okay. And then volume as well. You can see survey data units has gone up significantly. Volume by 400 or maybe 500. I'm not sure exactly what that 1,000 Atlas, 400,000 Atlas. My God, my God. So it's really good stats to see this, right? Really, really good stats. There's some from the economic dashboard. That's okay. This is the amount of activity, fuel specifically being burnt. You can see there's a lot of people burning fuel in Oni, Mud as well, and Usta. That's the normal hubs, right? That's, of course, people are going to be burning fuel. And then conclusion, nothing really significant in the conclusion. So I think, my friends, let's move on. Now, I hope you know the team have been on vacation since from now until January 6th. But have you caught it? Have you gone on the Star Atlas website and have you seen a new addition to the Star Atlas website? I hope you could see it. It's the ship parts. This caught me by surprise. I'm like, what? Where did this come from? The team on vacation. Who is shipping stuff on the website on vacation? Like, is that right? Should they be doing that? Is it a rogue agent in the group that wants to ship it? Maybe they just programmed it to ship while they're away anyway. But anyway, it's not that urgent. So basically, I hope you remember, ships are going to be broken up into multiple different parts. Of course, you need your crew for the ship. You need components for the ship. You need modules for the ship. You need the core of the ship itself. Now, currently, when you go and exchange anything for a Fimble Mamba X or a Calico Max Hog, it's the whole ship minus the crew. But later on, you'll only be able to craft the core of the ship, like the hull of the ship. You will need all of these extra ship parts. This is some of them. So on the left, you can see it's ship parts right underneath crew. It's broken down into the different ship sizes. You see capital parts, commander, large, medium, small, titan, extra small, extra small. I don't know why they don't just go from biggest to lowest. Maybe it's alphabetical. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. So let's go and take a look at a really small one. Well, I want to start buying some large ship parts because I want to get more large ships. So let's go to large ships, and let's say I want to build a Rainbow Arc. Okay, I want to build a Rainbow Arc. Let's go and see what it says here. Rainbow ship parts, Rainbow Arc, item details. So all of them look exactly the same, they just have a different name on them. And what's the good thing is they also have their own SPL token address here. So you can, just as at the top, you won't be able to see it now. But let's look at this. It's an Epic large parts, it's a bundle. Ship parts bundle containing all the necessary components and modules, so that's two different things in one, to upgrade your ship as part of the Galactic Asset offering. So now, this is what I'm not entirely sure on. Maybe it's the wording. They say to upgrade your ship. To upgrade your ship as part of the Galactic Asset offering. Why? I was confused by this because I didn't know you could really upgrade your ship. If you were to upgrade your ship, it would be with a new, like a different component. Or the way they're planning this is that, you know, you can buy a Rainbow Arc component and module, and then you fit it into a PSR8. Is that really upgrading, right? Because the ships we have now are just set by themselves. So I'm a little bit confused. Maybe you guys can help me figure it out here, but it's the upgrade section. It's the upgrade keyword. Maybe if components and modules to craft your ship as part of the Galactic Asset offering, that would make sense to me. But to upgrade it, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. Now, my friends, let's leave that there. Go check it out. You will be getting an airdrop of these if you have these ships already, just like you got a crew airdrop, because the ships we bought were all together in one, and they're just like unbundling it now. Now, let's move on to the next thing I want to show you, which is actually the UE5 showroom. Now, let's bring the sound back in so you can hear. I've loaded just a few little characters here. I'm not going to go and play anything. I'm just going to show you the fleet command. That's what I'm really interested in. Before fleet command, let's look at some of these characters. You click on them and then it zooms in. The aspect ratio when you zoom in isn't as well. They need to zoom out a bit for the oosters. And I don't know why it keeps flashing. No idea. This one is Sammy Banks. It's only a placeholder at the moment. And then you can see the default character we have. So let's go here. If you click on this one, you can click select character, right? And then you can read a little bit more about it. This is just in my one of my ledgers, right? I've got 2 Sammy Banks and 1 legendary. This is my only legendary, so don't steal it away from me. And Sammy Banks, he's a legendary too. But anyway, you can customize some stuff already, but I'm not going to spend too much time customizing because it'll take too long, okay? What I wanted to show you is you can select them, and then you can go here, and then they come in the background, okay? So you can see here, you press C, it gives you the character info. You select this guy, and you get the character info, right? There should be some of the information here, but it's missing at the moment, so give it some time. But that's still pretty cool. That's still pretty cool. Now the next thing, let's go to fleet command. Now you can enter Galea, you can go to the training, host session, whatever. I want fleet command. I just want to see, I want you to see what it looks like. Now keep in mind, you can't do anything, you can't send any transactions here. This is just looking at mainnet. Now it looks plain now, but give it a second. It's populating. It takes some time to read the blockchain, see what's happening, right? These are all the planets, right? These are all the star systems, and you can see stuff around it where we could go and mine. And very soon you will see all of the fleets in mainnet is going to populate this map. I hate the motion blur. Do you see the motion blur? Oh, I hate that. I gotta turn it off. All right, I'm just gonna stay still, and maybe in like 5 seconds, all of the fleets will populate. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no! It actually killed itself. Oh, look at that! It crashed. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's so sad, guys. I was gonna show everyone on the video, but it's okay. You know what? It's okay. I'll show you another time. I'll make another video because I want to make a dedicated video just to show you the UE5 aspect of all the different all the different what do you call it? Upgrades, or all the different updates we had. But that's fine. Maybe the video is just trying to tell me we should move on with the video. Now, let's talk about game loops, my friend. So Sage, of course, is still going. Is still very profitable. You just have to be doing the right things. Let's have a look at the faction infrastructure contracts. There has been a massive increase of return for them. This is in December 25, just in New Year's, just at Christmas. Don't know why that happened. Maybe because Atlas tanked or something, or the price of Atlas went up. And so, of course, the return or the profit went up. But let's have a look at the actual cost itself. I'm going to take myself away so you can see. Let's go here. Yeah. I'll put myself a little bit lower here. There we go. Yeah. So you can see here the actual price to make some items have been really low. For example, look at the last yellow one, which is what I'm looking at. It's the oyster ingredients cost for raw, right? It's 1.54 Atlas, whereas you can then go and sell that contract for 2 Atlas. So that's right away, that's a 0.46 Atlas profit. But of course, you got to keep in mind, you're getting all of this stuff from different places. You're crafting them. You're putting fuel to burn to take these places. So there is still some extra calculation you do need to take into consideration. But if you're a massive player and you do it on scale, you can actually make some good return there. So that's really good return. Let's have a look at some of the other stuff. Golden tickets, right? Let's have a look at the golden tickets. You can see the golden tickets are starting to actually diverge when it comes to the cost of the components versus raw. Golden tickets are 2.1 Atlas just to craft them, but they're currently selling. They had a massive spike on the marketplace at 5 Atlas. So that's 3 Atlas to be made if you can craft golden tickets. So very, very good profit right there for you. Let's have a look at some of the game loops. Let's have a look at some of the game loops. Now, if you're scanning, there is some really good opportunity. I think it was Victor that was saying that scanning is like over 100% ROI. But what I wanted to show you is that it's not looking very sustainable. Look at the amount of STUs being collected. You can see this giant spike, okay? This giant spike is all of the extra STUs collected. So I don't think the team actually want that. And you can look at here, look at the giant spike in STUs being circulated. Just in circulation. The two colors here are what we have and what's being burned, right? But of course the circulating supply just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. So I think at some point, the team are going to say, oh, there's actually too many STUs in the ecosystem. We got to bring it all the way down. And you know why there's so much as well? Because the team updated it to give you more STUs when you scan. But also STUs are the bottleneck of all of the faction infrastructure contracts, okay? And you can see here, because the number of scanning fleets have gone up. Look at the 1 week average. So there are literally more people trying to scan, which means more people are going to get STUs, which means more STUs are going to be found, which means circulating supply of STUs is going to go up. You see how that's happening. I'm sure the team are on it. They'll change it later on. If you're mining, of course, you're mining some specific stuff. There's not much of an ROI in mining. You have to actually go and craft or sell your item, etc. But let's go and see crafting. That's the best one at the moment. So crafting, I'm going to show you some of the local markets and some of the deals you can have. You can buy low, sell high here and there. You just need a fleet to transfer those items there. Now, our crafters have remained relatively the same. There's about 665 people crafting or accounts crafting, okay? Now, the highest ROI is still titanium, right? It's really, really good. It's really low crafting time, only one kind of second, 1 minute, whatever, 1 unit of crafting time. And then it's a really high profitability per crew. The thing is, you can buy it at 0.001 and 1.3. Go and craft it, sell it for 0.0018. Now, the thing is, if you go and buy this, you have to be able to sell it. I keep saying this, it's the exit liquidity that's the most important, or kind of semi-most important. Most important is the ROI. You gotta have to make a profit, okay? Now, the thing is, I think there's lots of opportunity for you to go and buy titanium at the specific places where these people are mining them, and then you can ship it back to somewhere and craft it, because you have lots of crafters available, whatever, put it into your normal rotation, and then sell it on the local marketplace. I think that's a really good thing, because everyone needs titanium. It's like the hardest assets to go and actually mine, right? Now, that's crafting, upgrading, cargo, fleet budgets, of course, but I'm going to stop there. All right, I'm going to stop there. Now, the team are away, so let's actually look at a little foundation room leak. No one tell the team, okay? I don't want to get in trouble. Now, I'm a big fan of the Rainbow series. I have a whole bunch of cheese. I have 1 ohm. I have 1 arc that was donated to me a long time ago. Thank you to Club Tixel, I think it was. But let's have a look at some of the UE5 Rainbow ship material they're trying to use. Let's look at this. There's no sound, but look at it. It's moving and it's like trippy. I'm not a big fan of this light. I think they do need to increase the light, make the light a bit better somehow. but look at the sphere. If the rainbow ships are made of this material, oh my god, the chi is going to look good, the ohm is going to look good, the arc is going to look good. Imagine like a plate, multiple plates, like vibrating and shifting with this material. It'll look alive. The rainbow ships are like the prettiest, the most advanced tech. I don't actually know how it works. So I think the rainbow ships, they have to make sure they nail it right. This ship is the pinnacle, okay, of design or like mystery or mystique. So I love this. When I saw this, I was like, oh, I wanted to share it. Now, no one get me in trouble. This is from the foundation room, okay? No one get me in trouble. Now, before we move on, I want to address a community question, right? And guys, I hope you know, I spend like free time making these videos for Star Atlas. I don't get paid. I'm going to explain it to you. But I do this because, one, I want to keep on track of Star Atlas myself. And the best way to do that is to create this content. Someone can check me on it. I get up to date. I talk to people, etc. Let's read this guy's comment. I'll be honest with you, brother. Do you really believe in this scam project? Or are you getting paid by them for making videos? Because we're tired of their lies. There's no actual work being done. It's all just promises and lies. All right, I replied to him. You can go and read the reply. It's on YouTube. But I basically said, look, man, I'm being honest. I don't get paid for this. I do this every week because it's part of my routine. It's part of me keeping on track of my crypto portfolio. Star Atlas is in my crypto portfolio, and it's good to make free content, you know. And yes, sometimes there is ads on YouTube, but it's actually really damn tiny. It's like nothing at all. Like, it might as well not worth the trouble, because it takes me an hour. Let me bring my face back. It takes me like an hour just to line up all the content I need to talk about. It's been 21 minutes and I've talked about how many different things already in Star Atlas. It takes me an hour to do that, 20 minutes to record it, maybe 30 minutes, and then like another 30 to 50 minutes just to line up all the content, all the shorts, etc. to make it work. So to answer your question, no, I don't get paid by Star Atlas, okay? They used to have kind of bounties where they would say, okay, everyone, we need a video on this, right? They don't do that anymore. They don't have the capacity to do it. So I don't know what to say. It's not a scam project. Obviously, you see the team are still working. The team have brought stuff out. I'm playing a game. I'm earning a return on my assets. How is that a scam, right? It's not a closed system. So yes, you have to deposit your ships into the game, but once you earn something, you can take your Atlas out. You can take it out into Solana and you can sell it, right? And then you have USDC or you have Solana. So usually scams, man, when you leave the ecosystem, it kind of dies. But no, the ecosystem is still going because there's other players playing, right? It's a game. So no, well, let's read it. Most people no longer believe in this project. It feels like a pump and dump scheme. There's no exchange listing, no game, not even an app. Even Solana's founders are mocking this shady team. Okay, hold on. Let's take a break for a second. No, the Star Atlas founders are not mocking the Star Atlas team, right? They were at a giant convention co-hosted with Solana founders, so no. Most people no longer believe in this project. I can totally see that because it does take a long time for this to eventuate. But I made a decision myself that I'm going to be here for a long time, so might as well make content. If you guys decide that you no longer believe in this project, you are free to step away. You don't have to watch these videos. It's very simple, right? Like crypto, the mind share in crypto goes so fast. People don't think of the longer term. I think I'm here for the long term, and that's it. Feels like a pump dump scheme. It doesn't feel like a pump dump scheme. The team are working very well. They're on vacation now because they've been delivering. I don't know if you saw the last town hall. They've done a whole bunch of stuff this year already, and there's more stuff to go. And I'll show you the roadmap. There's no exchange listing. That's true, but hey, let's be honest. A lot of tokens don't need exchange listings for liquidity now. Solana has good on-ramps already. How many meme tokens have gone crazy on Solana without an exchange? Okay, so you don't technically need an exchange listing. No game, that's incorrect. There is a game, not even an app. That, well, depends what you call an app. The Crew app has been discontinued now, so let's leave it there. So yeah, I get negativity a lot on YouTube, but for me, it's okay because everyone has an opinion, their perspective from the experiences they've felt in Star Atlas. That's not my experience, so I can say it's not a scam, it's not a pump and dump. I just like doing these videos. I don't get paid. That's it. What else can I say? That's it. Take it or leave it. Okay, now enough ranting. Let's go and look at the roadmap because the team have released a new roadmap and they've updated a whole bunch of stuff. Some stuff still not updated that I'm really on the team about. For example, look at this, look at this. Faction fleet deprecation. It's still not updated. It doesn't have a color. It's not green. It's not purple. What is happening with faction fleet? What I'm trying to say is rip the band-aid off. All those people that are in faction fleet, either earning Atlas or not even active, just stop it. Stop putting resources, deprecate that smart contract, bring people into Sage. It's a giant economy already. It's spurring on. Bring all of the people. Don't segregate the people in different places. They don't want that. People don't like that. I don't want that. Anyway, experimental mode, early space exploration. It's in UE5 now. You can go in subwarp by pressing B. It's pretty cool. Fleet command, I just saw it a little bit now, but it crashed unfortunately. Pets are coming in later. Surge mode is here. All of this stuff is coming. Starpath network is coming. Randomized asteroids coming. But some of these don't have anything because they just need to put a new color, like not started yet. It's either in progress or complete. There should also be a small one saying not commenced. Please, 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 please. So as I was addressing the previous guy, look at all of the stuff they have planned, and we're only still here. And yes, it's been like 3 years and we're only still here. It's taken a while, okay? It's taken a while. It's taken a long time, a lot longer, because game development takes a while. But in the meantime, if you have ships, if you want to make some money, then yes, you play the game. And the game right now is local markets and faction infrastructure contracts and golden tickets, of course. So I'm going to tell you in the EVI tool, I love the EVI tool. I'm going to show you what I do to try and get some good deals, okay? Now on the top, you can see, of course, your inventory, but you can see go to the markets tab, and then it kind of loads up the Galactic Marketplace. It's delayed by 5 to 10 minutes. It's not the best, but that's fine. It's Galactic Marketplace, where you can also load up each individual star-based market, even just the ONI markets. So I'm going to not select anything, okay? Maybe let's go hydrogen. Okay, that's fine. Let's go hydrogen and let's select ONI. And now it's going to load up all the different places that you can buy hydrogen in the ONI markets. Okay, so you can see in MRZ26, someone wants to sell 13k of hydrogen for 0.00029. And you can see that's highlighted. That's me. I'm trying to sell some hydrogen myself. I'm a hydrogen miner. I'm helping the economy, so if someone wants to buy, it's a little bit overpriced, but that's okay because that's my price. You don't have to buy it if you don't want to. Let's go and see people who are trying to buy hydrogen. Someone wants to buy hydrogen at 0.00031,500. So have a look at this very, very quickly. There's little volume, but this is a small arbitrage opportunity someone can do. You can go and buy. Don't get confused by this, okay? This is someone selling hydrogen. When it says sell, someone's trying to sell hydrogen. When it says buy, someone's trying to buy hydrogen, okay? So someone's trying to sell their hydrogen at 0.000299999. So you can go and buy this hydrogen at 299, and then you can go and sell this hydrogen at 315. Granted, that's not a very, very high Atlas kind of reward, but keep in mind, that's in MRZ26 and that's MRZ20. Are they close to each other? How much in fuel would it take you to take all that hydrogen from here and go and sell it over there? It's an immediate liquid market, okay? So you can go and do that right now if you want. That's not a very profitable that's not a very profitable trade, but that's just hydrogen, and that's also just in the ONI markets, okay? Let's go and see titanium, okay? You can load up titanium in ONI markets. No one's selling it. Let's go to mud. No one's selling it in mud. So someone wants to sell titanium at 0.004. Okay, now let's go mud as well as local markets. 0.004, okay? Oh my God. Oh my God, look at the price differences. So this one is really cheap. So someone wants to sell this hydrogen at 0.002, right? And someone wants to buy at 0.0015. So that's still a negative for you. So it's not the best one at the moment, but I'm sure you can find somewhere where someone wants to. I found some stuff previously when there was really massive profit to be made. It was like instant profit, and the star bases were next to each other. So it was like the cost to actually transfer the stuff, just buy it here. Like someone was selling it, I could buy it here, just right away, warp it, take it here and sell it, and that was an immediate profit. And it's not very often you can have that in Star Atlas. There's no places where you can get an immediate profit, where you can stand there, approve a transaction to buy something, load it on your cargo, warp in like 1 minute, maybe less, depends on your ship, and go and sell it immediately. That was instant profit. I saw it. I don't think I did it because I've done a lot of stuff recently. I'm still occupied with crafting my Mamba X. But yeah, this is a really, really great tool. And I recommend people keep an eye on the local markets. And even for me, I have some leftover resources scattered around Galea, scattered around the Oni markets, like around Oni starbases. I don't really want to send my fleet to go and collect those resources and come back to the central space station, come back to ONCSS and sell in a market. No, I'm just going to list it on the marketplace there at a reasonable price, and someone is going to pick it up because all of a sudden they only need like 50,000 ammo to keep the mining for a little bit until their fleet gets there, right? So it's a really, really good thing, this local markets. I'm waiting for the liquidity to keep going. I encourage everyone, put more stuff on the local markets, buy more stuff on the local markets. Even still, you do get the discount and everything as much as depends on how much Atlas you have locked. But the takeaway is it's a really, really good tool, all right? And I love using this now, okay? So Oni markets, let's see, ammunition. Let's see, so if I'm low on ammunition because I'm out of nowhere bloody mining and like I forgot to load ammunition from marketplace or forgot to craft it, I can go and buy some ammunition at 0.0017, okay? And how much is the general marketplace selling it? So that's only 0.0017. Let's go to the galactic marketplace. Oh, look at that, 0.00173. So it's actually more expensive to buy it on the marketplace, on the general marketplace, rather than in the Oni market. And hopefully, if that's the same market, that's the same place I am in, that's great. If that's the same starbase I'm in, that's great. If it's not, I can just buy it and warp it only 1 warp instead of 2 warps to where I'm going to go. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a lot cheaper. So everyone should be using local markets. Get on it, my friends, get on it. All right, so I'm going to leave it there because I feel like I'm ranting. That's 32 minutes already. I'm going to thank you, as always, for watching Star Atlas, MetaVerse Explorer, Leon, as you call it. Happy New Year to you. Okay, I'm going to go dance a little bit, and hopefully you have a good year. I'll see you after the new year, hopefully when the team comes back. Ciao for now. Bye.